Good morning. Welcome to Church on the Net. So today I want to talk with you. It's actually night, but this will come out in the morning. I wanted to talk with you about something that I have been doing in the mentoring program for a long time. And we're going to look at what Jesus says about this in Matthew 4:19, setting the stage for you. There'd just been some prophecy in the early part of this chapter, and Jesus is beginning to call his disciples, and he sees two of the disciples, and they're pulling their nets in from fishing. They were fishermen, and he said, "If you come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Fishers of men is what I want to talk about. The mentoring program, since its beginning, has been a men's program. We do have some women that go through it because it actually could be either way. We just don't have any female mentors, and at the present time, and we believe that men mentor men and women mentor women. But that aside, I want us to look at this. One of the most hardest people groups to reach in this day and age is men, because guys were bombarded from society on what we should be, and slowly, the world has been teaching us that to be a man and to have manly attributes is a bad thing, which is not true. To be strong and to be strong-willed is a bad thing. That men should be in the kitchen, kind of like all different kinds of rights have arisen, and in the process, we've been robbed of our rights, not because of any other reason or anything we did. Maybe our ancestors, our forebears have done it, but it's just not true. We need to be able to be men, be in community with each other, be in good type friendships together, and that brotherhood is important. So I've done this for a while, and it's called fishing. See, I believe the gospel is a gift, and you can't force it on anybody. And the Holy Spirit leads this ministry. What I mean by that is I pray real hard before I mentor somebody, before I let them into the program. And I make a condition on the very first week that we talk, the very first time that we talk. I ask them for permission after I've explained the program. If you run, I can chase you. And I do. It's not a problem. And the whole reason for chasing is because the gospel, in some ways, even for men who've been in the church, has been so dulled down and dumbed down that when you actually see it in its purity, it can be a little scary. So people will run. So, I run for a good portion of the time. I never give up. And that's probably something we need to know. We don't ever give up on people. No matter whether they are men or women, or we like them or we don't. If God's called them to, we just do not give up. Never. Do not give up. I'll say it again. Do not give up. So if you've been in my mentoring program and you've left, you've gotten mad and you're mad at me, that's fine. I get it. I'm still praying for you. Fishing is this. I believe wholeheartedly if we get in the way of what the Holy Spirit wants to do within people's lives, he will remove us, because it's all about him. It's not about us. If we take our focus and our eyes off the cross at any time and start thinking that we have power or it's about us, we lose everything. Because the whole reason I'm here, the whole reason why I do social media, it's because it's all about him. It's all about him. So when I've been called to somebody and they run, they don't give an answer back, they don't talk back, they don't say they want out of the program, they just don't do anything, they just kind of being a little cheeky with it or a little timid with it, I call it fishing after a while. And that is, I pray hard and fast and never stop, and I let the Holy Spirit do with you what he needs to do with you to bring you back to a position where at least we can talk, or at least we can see what's going on. And if he releases, which he hasn't released very many people in the past 25 years, then that's fine too. I still keep praying for you. I don't quit. Why? Why do I do that? Because I realize the pursuit and the way that God pursued me. And I think I have an unfair advantage because I do believe I've heard the Lord's voice a couple times, one calling me to ministry away from the path that I was going on because it made a whole lot more money than what I'm doing now. And I grew up poorer. My dad was a teacher. Mom had a job. We worked for everything we got. Didn't really ever go on vacation unless it was to visit relatives or something like that. But never would have thought I was poor. We had a good time. Always had a good time with what mom and dad, the attitudes that they did. But the thing is, I wanted to earn for more things. I wanted to earn to do things better. Here's the thing. If God didn't give up on me, even the strongest and most stubborn person, why would I give up on them? Why would I? It's just not within me. I am stubborn. I am a loud personality. I know that. I do pursue pretty good. And there's a comedian one time that I heard, a Christian comedian. He got a lot of flack for certain things, but he said, people, if you've got a grandmother praying for you and you're running, you better give up because they don't shut up. And I'm thinking, that's something we as guys should be doing for each other. So at the current point, one of the young men that was the very, very first one in the program hasn't talked to me in probably 25 years because got caught in some things. He got caught in some things, and it's just his pride. So I'm still praying for him. I have guys in high school. They were never in the program. I'm still praying for them. What right do we have to give up? And praying by name every day. If you truly love somebody and they don't love you back, you have to live with that. You have to decide if that's the choice you want to make. It bothers me sometimes, yes. But I'm at the point where I would, if you never want to talk to me ever again, but you get in a right relationship with Christ, okay, I'll miss you. I do. Some people that have run from me, I've gotten quite close to, and they never give a reason why they run other than their own. Find out later. Most of them, probably a good 85%, come back after a year or 6 months or however long, when they get kind of devastated because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to push the gospel either, though it's not about that. It's about you making that informed decision for yourself. So in your life, are you truly representing the gospel? Are you truly receiving victory in your life the way that the Lord designed it? Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to get blessing all the time, and it doesn't mean things are going to be perfect. I do not subscribe necessarily to the things that some people teach about you should have a lot of money and all this kind of stuff, because I think that some of the best times I've gotten closest with the Lord has been in the weak times and the bad times that have been a struggle. Not to say that I don't get tired of a struggle every now and again, and this ministry has been supported probably by me more than anybody else, although we have people that have supported monthly since before the beginning of the ministry. So what will you do with this Jesus today? Will you become a fisher of men, or are you going to be fished? Will you be true and find out what it's really about? Are you going to be one of those people that gets to the gate and says, I thought I did everything right, but that's not about that. The last thing I want to say to you, because this is a little bit, it's not that shorter, but the last thing I want to say to you is it's all about him. It will always be about him and the way that we represent him in our life. Not necessarily behind the scenes and the struggles we have, because he wants to be there with us, but in front of the scenes and the way we project ourselves to be. Choose Jesus. Choose the Lord. If you need help, please give a call. Learn how to lean. Learn how to be able to rely on other people. Don't forget us in your prayers and in your giving. Thank you, and have a great day. Happy Sunday. God bless.